there, I'm Sheryl Goodwin Magiera, your go-to guide for life's messy and magical moments. As a farm girl turned single mom, I often wondered what life would look like after my kids were grown. Turns out, it was all about rediscovering and loving myself first. On this podcast, we'll dive into topics that touch the soul, like love, loss, triumphs, and setbacks. So grab your favorite drink and buckle up. Welcome to the Imperfectly Charming Podcast. Hi, today we're delving into a journey many of us know all too well. Picture this. A single, unexpected event triggers a cascade of negativity, frustration, anger, and fear. It's like an emotional avalanche, once started, seemingly unstoppable in its path of devastation. Loss, anxiety, shame, guilt, and those suppressed emotions we all try to hide away. They all play a role in this downward spiral. It's exhausting, both mentally and physically, leaving us feeling stuck. But the key lies in recognizing our triggers before they take hold. Yet, that is easier said than done, my friends. Today we explore this intricate dance of emotions on how we can arm ourselves with tools to prevent a rapid descent into gloom. Join me as we learn to turn our spirals upward, embracing hope and healing. Today's blogcast is titled Upward Spiral, and it starts like this. When was the last time you let something unexpected take you down a path of negativity, frustration, anger, and even fear? Sometimes when one bad thing happens, we instantly fall prey to negative thoughts and feelings. It can lead to the start of an emotional avalanche. Once that happens, it's hard to stop the snow from barreling down the hill, causing devastation in its path. Loss, anxiety, shame, guilt, and suppressed emotions are some areas that can cause a downward spiral. Being stuck in this state can be mentally, physically, and emotionally exhausting. The trick is to recognize what triggers you before the churning begins. However, you may not know what causes the onset of the downturn, which makes it challenging to identify. When you feel or suspect you're being triggered, remember what works for one person may not work for another. Think back on what happened in the past and determine if you can identify some events that caused negative feelings, actions, or consequences. If you can arm yourself with a few positive personal reminders, thoughts, activities, or practices, they can be used to prevent you from quickly sliding into gloom and despair. By having a toolbox of go-to applications, making your way up isn't as daunting. Some ideas to arm yourself against negativity. Journal. Put your thoughts, anxiety, anger, frustration, or fear on the page. Exercise. Stay active and move your body. Challenge your negative thoughts. Ask if it's really true. Do something you enjoy. Read a good book, dance, paint, or anything that brings you happiness. Spend time with a pet for unconditional love. Practice positive self-talk. You are doing the best you can. Support. Reach out and talk to someone that encourages you. Pamper yourself or do something good for your mind, body, soul, or spirit. Once you change your direction from spiraling down to turning upward, it's important to do the work to keep from falling back into old negative patterns. My piece of advice I'd give, myself would be to stay consistent with my self-care routine and make it a priority. Whenever my practices fall to the wayside, my attitude starts to take a turn downward. I'm encouraging you to take a look at negative patterns and see where there is work to be done. I'm on the lookout for possible snags in my emotional triggers. I want to be on the upward spiral. Wouldn't you agree? As we reach the end of today's episode, I hope you feel better equipped with a newfound perspective on handling life's emotional avalanches. Remember, the journey from spiraling down to climbing up is not just about halting the slide. It's about building resilience to prevent falling back into old patterns. My advice, stay consistent with your self-care routine and make it a non-negotiable priority. The tools we've discussed today, from journaling to practicing positive self-talk, are your allies in this journey. Keep a watchful eye on those emotional triggers and choose to spiral upwards. I'm right there with you, committed to this path of growth and wellness. Together, we uncover the strength to turn challenges into opportunities for growth. Keep nurturing your heart, your mind, and your spirit. Take care and remember, you're not alone in this journey. We rise by lifting ourselves and each other. And until we meet again, shine on, friends. If you love this episode, you won't want to miss my free workbook, 7 Simple Ways to Elevate Your Life. Head over to the imperfectlycharming.com website to snag your copy. And hey, if this podcast resonated with you, do me a favor, like, share, and hit that subscribe button. And until we meet again, shine on, friends.